Tyson allegedly is not doing well and has been taken to the hospital before the fight. Many reports came suggesting the fight is in jeopardy, but Jake Paul claims everything is all right. Ryan Garcia, always in the mix, suggested to be Tyson's replacement. What exactly is going on? Mike Tyson experienced a medical emergency during a flight from Miami to Los Angeles on Sunday, as confirmed by his representatives. The 57-year-old former heavyweight champion began feeling nauseous and dizzy, prompting flight attendants to seek assistance from any doctors on board. Upon landing in Los Angeles, paramedics boarded the plane to provide Tyson with medical care. The flight had already faced a 2-hour delay in Miami due to the heat, adding to the overall strain of the journey. This incident occurred just 2 months before Tyson's scheduled fight against YouTuber-turned-boxer Jake Paul in Arlington. Tyson's representatives assured the public that he is now doing well. The nausea and dizziness were caused by an ulcer flare-up that began about 30 minutes before the plane landed. Tyson expressed his gratitude to the medical staff who assisted him during the emergency. Typical symptoms of an ulcer flare-up include nausea, vomiting, bloating, belching, gas pain, chest pain, and fatigue. On Monday morning, In Touch reported that Tyson had a medical emergency on the plane, prompting paramedics to board upon landing. Sources revealed that the cabin crew made an announcement asking for a doctor about 30 minutes before landing, and the message even appeared on passengers' screens. An eyewitness in an exit row shared that they were asked to remain on the plane after landing, so paramedics could attend to Tyson. The stewardess mentioned that they had a very important passenger on board and wanted to ensure his well-being. The eyewitness recognized Tyson and confirmed it with a nod from the stewardess. Once the plane landed at LAX, there was an additional 25-minute delay as paramedics treated Tyson. Tyson, who has admitted to daily marijuana use in the past, has stopped using the drug while training for his fight against Jake Paul. This decision is due to marijuana being on the list of banned substances by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. Additionally, Tyson has temporarily given up sex as part of his rigorous training regime. Mike Tyson's publicist, Joanne Mignano, recently told USA Today Sports that Tyson has temporarily stopped using marijuana to comply with the rules for his upcoming fight. However, Tyson remains a strong advocate for the medicinal benefits of cannabis for his well-being and for others. Tyson, who will be 58 on July 20th, is set to fight Jake Paul at AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys. The match has faced criticism, mainly due to the significant age gap between Tyson and Paul. At a recent press conference, Tyson dismissed the criticism, challenging anyone to name specific critics. He seemed unbothered by the age difference, emphasizing his extensive experience in the ring. The Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation has sanctioned the fight as a professional bout, but with some modifications. Instead of the usual 10 or 12 rounds of 3 minutes each, this fight will consist of 8 2-minute rounds. Additionally, the fighters will use heavier gloves, 14 ounces instead of 10, which is intended to reduce the impact of the punches. Tyson retired from professional boxing in 2005, but had an exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr. in November 2020. This fight was not officially declared a professional bout by California authorities. Tyson appeared frustrated by the questions and the scene at the press conference, remarking that filling a large stadium is nothing new for him, highlighting his 50-win career with 44 knockouts before his retirement. He noted that this experience is new for Paul, emphasizing the difference in their careers and experience levels. Ryan Garcia has jumped at the chance to enter the spotlight amidst the news surrounding Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Garcia has expressed his willingness to step in and fight Jake Paul if Tyson is unable to compete. While Tyson presents a formidable challenge for Paul, facing an in-his-prime boxer like Garcia could be even more dangerous for Paul, despite the significant weight difference. However, this matchup between Paul and Garcia is unlikely to happen. Paul quickly responded to Garcia's offer, suggesting that many are trying to undermine his fight with Tyson, and that Garcia's motives might be financially driven. For now, the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is still on as scheduled. While Garcia's offer adds an interesting twist, it appears that he won't be replacing Tyson. Instead, Garcia's interest seems more about seeking the financial rewards that come with such high-profile bouts. Jake Paul didn't hold back when addressing the rumors. He expressed his frustration over the speculation surrounding Tyson's health, emphasizing that nothing has changed regarding the fight. Despite the medical scare, Paul remains focused on the highly anticipated match, which will be streamed live on Netflix. He is determined to ensure that nothing derails the event, continuing to hype it up and maintain excitement among fans. If a fight between Ryan Garcia and Jake Paul actually happens, it could turn out to be very interesting. However, if Garcia steps in as a replacement for Mike Tyson, it might spell trouble for Jake. Jake knows that Mike is old and not as fast as he once was, but Tyson still packs a powerful punch. So Jake has been training to increase his own power, bulking up significantly. This extra weight has put him in the heavyweight category, similar to Anthony Joshua. But it's cost him a lot of his speed and agility. On the other hand, Ryan Garcia, who came in over the weight limit in his fight with Haney, has also bulked up. Despite the added muscle, Garcia remains super fast. If Jake fights Garcia now, he could be in serious trouble. Garcia's speed and agility would likely allow him to run circles around Jake, who has sacrificed his quickness for power. This mismatch in speed could mean a tough fight for Jake, with Garcia having a clear advantage. If Jake Paul changes his strategy and trains to match Ryan Garcia head-on, focusing more on speed and countering Garcia's left hook, he might have a fair shot. However, this would be a very hopeful approach. Garcia is known for his speed and skill. Even though he didn't take the title from Haney because he didn't make weight, he still dominated the fight. Haney was an undefeated champion before facing Garcia. But after that fight, it seemed like Garcia took everything from him except the belt. This shows how tough an opponent Garcia is, and Jake would need to be at his absolute best to compete with him. Garcia is also engulfed in drama surrounding the PED use during the fight with Haney. According to boxing reporter Dan Rafael, both of Ryan Garcia's drug tests came back positive for Osterine, a banned substance. These tests, conducted by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association, VADA, took place the day before and the day of his unexpected victory over Devin Haney in April. After the news broke, Garcia reacted on social media, expressing happiness and making sarcastic comments about steroids. Initially, Garcia claimed the results were false and requested a retest of his B sample. However, both samples confirmed the presence of Osterine. Now, the decision about the fight's outcome rests with the New York State Athletic Commission. Haney has already called for the fight to be declared a disqualification win in his favor. Garcia, maintaining his innocence, argued that he has never cheated and suggested his support for Donald Trump might have led to targeted scrutiny in drug testing. In response to the positive tests, Garcia and his legal team need to present their case to avoid suspension, a fine, and the possible overturning of the fight's result. Initially, it was believed that Garcia's tests also showed traces of 19-norandrosterone, another performance-enhancing drug, but further analysis did not confirm its presence. Compounding Garcia's troubles, he was 3.5 pounds over the limit for the 140-pound title fight, making him ineligible to win the title. Haney's attorney, Pat English, also accused Garcia of using IVs before the fight, which is banned under World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, and VADA rules. English cited a precedent where Lucian Butte's draw with Badu Jack in 2016 was changed to a disqualification win for Jack after Butte tested positive for Osterine. Osterine, a selective androgen receptor modulator SARM, helps build muscle mass and enhance fat loss, making it a popular but illegal choice among athletes. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below,